Godzilla is in theaters this week, and I am here alone because Alex Godzilla stomped its way back into theaters this weekend. We are the fourth act, and here are our names. Godzilla stars Godzilla, King Ghidorah,
Mothra, Reardon, and oh, there's also some humans in this one, and there's plenty of spoilers, and we're talking about those spoilers.
Have we made you laugh yet? If not, keep watching, subscribe. We are desperate and we're going to try and please everyone.
Subscribe button.
We fight all the time,
Below.
right? Arm wrestle me.
That's my pinky!
Round rules. We each have 3 points written down. We're going to take turns going back and forth. If we agree, we get a green check mark. If we disagree, we get a red X. Lame.
I'll just start us off with the first point, and you know what? Fans, they just have to agree with this, because this is the best Godzilla and Friends have ever looked on screen.
You know, I'm sure fans would probably agree, but disagree. Of course, when you go back in the old Godzilla films in the 50s and 60s, and you see a little Japanese man in a Godzilla suit, there is giant room for improvement.
Yes.
But to say that this is like the best, it just kind of seems like it's on par with the other CG monster animated films of this decade.
Okay, look, I maybe understand where you're coming from, Pacific Rim or something, but look, I said in the last video that I've been marathoning these Godzilla movies.
No one forced you.
I started in 1954. If you had been through everything that I've been through, Phil, let's just roll a clip. Let's go. We're going to show you some stuff.
It's a flaming pile of shit. Where else could you go
We've
but
come
up?
a long way. Exactly. That's my point. You say, of course, they're going to improve on it. Well, yes, we did it. We did all the improvements. Look at the monsters. It's very exciting to see them moving like this, to see to capture the scale. We never got the scale like we got. It's a celebration, this movie, for fans. It's very exciting for me.
Why would you kill Godzilla in this movie? This fella Transformers 2 Revenge of the Fallen when Optimus Prime dies. Play that clip. Optimus!
Well, I will admit that this movie is just a hair away from being a Michael Bay Transformers movie, which pains me to say, although I enjoyed this way more than that, I disagree. I think this worked really well in the context of the story, right? Because in Hero's Journey, you have to have that low point and that resurrection with new life and new power. And that worked really well for me. It felt like the crux of the story was what got him back up on his feet. Some of the finest writing in the movie, which is very surprising.
The way the characters react to him, they're going through the motions, and it just doesn't scream believable to me. You witness the monster that will save you die.
Well, none of the characters in this were given time to breathe.
No.
That's not a problem to me, because I didn't believe that Godzilla was dead. Nobody did.
No one in the theater
That wasn't
did.
the point of the movie, but it did serve a narrative purpose.
Narratively speaking, yes, but execution, no.
As gorgeous as I think this movie was, and I hate to say this, but the fights, like when they went to fight, it just didn't look that good. You compare it to the 2014 one, and he was big and awesome and great, and right? This one reminded me of like it's the same issue I have with a DC movie, with everything is just like, wow, look at this, it's lightning, smoke.
Agree.
Did it.
So killing Godzilla is stupid, but the idea of nuking him and the execution of it is really something of amazement. It's this really cool kind of angelic poetry scene of like life imitating art.
Again, that was one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
And it's weird because the movie had a bad script.
My God, Zilla. Yeah, no, this was a diamond in the rough, completely.
Yeah, and there's this one scene that's just like really loved it, right? He's making peace with the monster that created his wounds. The monster being the nuke killed his father. And of course, it's giving new life, the thing that created Godzilla to begin with. That's all really impressive. I liked all of that. So this movie was setting up King Kong versus Godzilla, right?
Yeah, I think a couple times.
But it's also setting up 17 other monsters. It's setting up Mothra. We got a moment like we found another egg, and it's shoehorned in that one girl with the connection to Mothra. It's setting up Mecha King Ghidorah, Megalon with he won't stop talking about a hollow Earth. They're setting up too much stuff. This is our Iron Man 2.
Drop it. Drop it. Perfectly level. I'm busy. What do you want?
They spend more of a movie setting up a universe and forgetting to make a good movie.
Yeah, I can see that, and I agree with you. So when Ice Cube's son, yes, it's Ice Cube's son, is rescuing the villagers, he's flying towards the main plane, and a helicopter falls through, opening the hatch. Fun stuff right there.
That is one of the best examples of what this movie's good for. And that is dumb fun, and that's not a criticism. The movie's bad, but I enjoyed it a lot.
That part I enjoyed. There's not a lot of dumb fun moments, unfortunately, but that's a fun part where you're just like,
Yes.
guy's a genius.
That's all 6 of our points. Here's our scoreboard. It's the second week in a row, Phil, that we've done just okay, right?
Sure.
We're gonna move on to our rattle-off points now. These are the ones where we, we're not gonna debate about them, but we want to mention them, so we're gonna go! 1, the acting was bad.
Bad.
The oxygen bomb was disappointing. I know you haven't seen the original 1954 version, but in that, it does not just kill Godzilla at the end, for real, but it turns him into a carcass. And this was just shoehorned in and it put him to sleep, and that's all it did. It's very disappointing.
That whole sequence kind of took my breath away, though.
Oh, God. Bradley Whitford, you a funny guy, but please get the fuck out of this movie.
Oh, no. Disagree 100%.
No, we're not disagreeing
He
anymore.
made the
It's a rattle-off
movie.
points.
He was so funny.
2/3 of the way, I was like, stop. It's enough.
No, you're no, I'm taking over. This is my red off points. Bradley Whitford,
God.
you're a delight. Don't ever change. You made this movie for me. It was very fun. The woolly mammoth Titan, that was cool, even though it was only on screen for like 10 seconds.
That was an original.
And this movie, while it was bad, has made me pump for Godzilla vs. Kong.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. For this act, we'll be back next week with Dark Phoenix. Let us know in the comments if you thought King of Monsters was a whole lot of fun or a whole lot of stupid, and how excited are you
for Godzilla
Kong
vs.
versus
Kong.
Godzilla.
You said it wrong. I'm Team King Kong and you're Team Godzilla. So tune in next year to review that film if we're still friends. And in the meantime, please like and subscribe.
Or don't, because you have free will, of course.
And in the double meantime...